Alright, time to try this again. You got mail. I don't know what the volume is looking like. Can't believe this game is going to be over within probably this year or the next year. So surreal. 4 or 5. Alright, let's head back. Alright. Oh wait, do I have to finish that quest? I have to go back to the end. Okay, hold on. I gotta finish this guy. Where is it at? Okay. It was here. Where is the festering vein? Okay, yeah, I gotta go here. Yeah. I don't wanna go to this above? No, it's below too. Yeah, okay, I gotta clear that one first. And we can do this. And then could I go from? Yeah, I think I'm gonna come this way. I can't believe I don't want to known that. I would have did it earlier. But oh well, I'll just leave it in. Alright. Up and away. That is so cool. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Burn it down!
Alright. Monkey, we're back. Yeah, we completed the trial. Whew, that was sure a long wait. Not gonna lie, but the longer I waited, the more anxious I became. My idea was in the first place. It was my idea in the first place. But if you went through the into the ruins to never return, I'd be beside myself with guilt. Though, if you excuse my bluntness, man, I must ask, surely you found a token that the Sage of the Stolen Flame left within the ruins. It was a pretty, no, it was a piece of cake. I knew you'd do it. To be these disc thingamajigs, we've already gotten our hands on both of the tokens. Yeah, the golden entreaty. No, surely not. 2 golden entreaties? Golden entreaties, actually, this is incredible. I must include this in my research. So these things are called golden entreaties, huh? That's right, apologies. I'm just so excited. It is said that they were once handled by the legendary Sage of the Stolen Flame and even the first Pyro Archon. For a moment there, I was thinking about it might be like to keep them for myself. Okay, as fairly heirlooms or something of the sort. Such a weird sentence. No way. We need to save Rayquaza. Yeah. I know, I know. Well, I suppose you must step forth for the great volcano of Tolan. Legend has it long ago before Xbalanque became the Power Archon. It was there that he fought against the Flame Lord who wielded the powers of blinding light and searing heat. When the dust finally settled, the triumph hero Xbalanque returned alive to become the first Power Archon. But as for what lies in the volcano, no one knows for sure. Some believe that an ancient dragon still resides there deep in hibernation, yet others say it is but a husk. All inside have been incinerated by Xbalanque's flames. If you ask me, though, these are nothing but storyteller speculations. I'd love to go with you, but I'm afraid I would be asking a bit too much of this poor old body of mine. Don't sweat it, you've already told us plenty. Yep. Well, I must thank the two of you once again. I can't tell you how much seeing those golden entreaties mean to me. Speaking of which, I better hurry back and get all of this recorded. Thank you once more, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a safe journey. And Rayquaza, I wish you success removing the mark of the Flame Lord's blessing. Farewell. Ah yes, the journey's end, the place where all souls come to rest. We'll meet again, I am sure of it. Let's go! Alright. Now. For the real meat and potatoes. Oh man. I'm probably gonna screenshot. It is super crazy to just look at this.
Rev the engines!
Indeed. Well, that's short-lived. We put Miss Splitter. Weapons. For red eyes, I'll put oh yeah, I found the scene. Yes. Give. Oh. Oh, my eyes. So what does this do? Enter the light? Very well. So once we were in here, once we were in there, we can activate the Sacred Flame and cure Rayquaza. That way he'll be able to grow up and healthy, right? Thinking back on it, we should have done a ton of stuff on the journey, included loads of trials created by the Sage of the Stolen Flame guy. Even had we had to bust up that with Ochkan, a super famous tyrant. Well, he turned out to be Coco in the end, and not as much of a bad guy as we thought. And come to think of it, the Sage of the Stolen Flame was kind of weird, but whatever. Let's get going. Step into the light of second frame to cleanse all. The next part of the story is tightly connected. For the best experience, it is recommended that you continue where you have ample time to complete it. Okay. You don't worry. Don't you worry. Let's go. My eyes! An omen of annihilation and the final entry. Okay, and they took my party's gone. Well, chosen of dragons, come forth and face your final test. Learn the truth and make your choice. Well, that's the stories never end without an evil dragon. The Source Dragon Mech. Am I healing? They gave me prototype Rancor again, bro. Get this thing off of me, bro. Get this.
Propagate!
Nani? Oh. Okay, so that was what's supposed to happen. No one who speaks coldly. At this rate, the disordered power will devour your frail body utterly. Even so, you surprised me. I did not expect you to use the power within your blood to such an extent without having received the proper guidance. It's a fucking dragon. Oh, this is weird. Come accept the guidance of the true sacred flame. Let the power bear you up rather than use your body to bear this power. Come forth. Long have awaited you, chosen of the dragon, dragonborn who braved the flame and returned. As the light floats around you, your ripping power fills your body and seems to circulate. Submitting to some ever-shifting cycle, your body seems to adapt to this change. And just like the moment when you gain wisdom from the liquid phlogiston you immerse yourself in, countless images flow into your mind, following the circulating power, almost as if they are being reassembled and read out to you. Come, I have something to show you. The speaker's voice seems immeasurably distant, and after that, both of your body and consciousness fall into a white abyss. We fainted. So that means we lost the trial? Am I not Economia? Open your eyes, descendant of the Flame Lord. I believe this is the second time I've formally met you in this form. Oh, wait, my voice. And my body too? Oh wow, he grew up. You briefly achieved the form of a mature dragon after your power was channeled with the proper guidance. Were that not the case, that 7 strength you have warped your form. No, okay, it's not Economia, but it looks just like Economia. In an early eon, the phlogiston-rich soils that sustained that land were guarded by the heavenly Reaver as a form of so-called holy soil phenomenon. They cast nails down to destroy the land. Celestial nails are bad. I see. I don't know if those are 3 moons over there, but Gilsla's sword. Wait. Let's screenshot that. I'm sorry. Okay. With dragons boast extreme adaptability and evolutionary capacity, but this was used against us. Countless dragonborns could only devolve so they could survive in present-day Natlan. Damn, that's messed up. But their bloodline has not changed. That which Zukoto could not admit. The mark on one's horn would prove, for in the beginning it was through this horn that the power dragon sovereign first transmitted flaming light and wisdom. So the removal of the blessing was a lie you made up. Only one of omission, if not guided correctly, this disordered power would indeed kill most Saurians who bear the blessing. The only question became whether we could control the blessing occurrence or not, and the answer was that we had a high chance of success. You did not speak falsely, even so. I didn't intend to use a human to unseal the volcano and use Xbalanque's oath to have a human bring back the other golden entreaties, and it was all a trap. Which is why I created that legend in the first place, and I would not name it in an honorable tactic. Many are the great humans who have died for this cause. But you will understand in time, I no longer had any other choice. So the so-called chosen of dragons refers to both chosen of dragons and chosen human who brings the dragon here. It's just that once you were brought here, the human's duty had already been ended, damn. But none but you remain. Huh? Wait a minute, those words, they're in my head. Why? Now you must have mastered the Dragonborn speak, a distant thing indeed from the brute's cries of Natlan Saurian kind. And if you wielded it, you could have an intelligent being understand your words. Indeed, the phlogiston within your body, the information and wisdom passed down from quantity through the primal flame will also begin to emerge. So you're saying you're the sage of the stolen flame. It was first of my names, but also the one that bound me most tightly later. However, my list of names grew. It grew to be insignificant. But Cuckoo Clan was, I forget it. All the names was soon become meaningless, and now you may simply call it that for now. That's strange. I feel like I forgot something very important. Confused, but it was quite normal after reattaining wisdom. Be floated about the sea of information. But if you like me to assuage your discomfort, allow me to change into a form you'll find more familiar. What do you think? Quite convenient? What? What? This guy? Fair enough. Forgive me for being presumptuous now that the story began. No, in that case, let us start this way too. Anyway, come with me. That's crazy. The reaver from beyond the skies once froze Zukoto in lava, causing him to fall into a false death. But when the Dragon King Nebulon descended from beyond the circles of this world, he was called forth by the abyss and awoke from his long dream. So Nebulon is a descender? Oh wow. What? Wait, Nebulon is a descender? They said the same thing for Rix Lapis or Zhongli. He descended upon the world too. So the Reaver annihilated the Great Black Winged Lord. Had been steeped by in the abyss, regained brief tragic clarity. He saw it then. This realm, once ruled by wisdom's blazing light, now lay shattered. A lens once suffused by primal flame has now corroded by the dark foe, cankered and covered head to toe in sores. Having himself become a breeding ground for darkness, his periods of clarity ever shortening, he knew not when he would become lost to senseless and twisted nothingness. In truth, in his final days, he may as well have restarted his false death for all the difference it made. All the while, his entire race had become a gaggle of squawking fools. Now that you possess truth and wisdom, I have little doubt till you understand it how it feels to be a changed being. And so, Sukoto used the last of the time and wisdom left in him to transform the Dragon City once more and create Metsumani, and finally, Huzulupochi. What is Huzulupochi? The Natlan Phlogistonary Array, that is to say, a device that can transform all Natlan into the land of only phlogiston, or only a matter of comprised phlogiston. Phlogiston is an atom upon which any information can be transcribed, and itself in the form of computronium, an element that can be used to imitate the essence of any and all things through the weaving of language, iridescent inscriptions. This is why phlogiston can take on different forms and even switch between them. And this is also why you could also see phantoms at the repair mechanism in the chamber of deliberation. Huzulupochi will burn everything, and all that information will be logged and replicated by that ocean of phlogiston units, turning all in that talent into a realm composed solely of primal flame. Then what happens the moment the abyss approaches? The actual assemblages created by the primal flame will automatically attach them to them using mutual annihilation reactions to consign our shadowy foe to oblivion. So, a nationwide Kazakami plan? Is that what that's something? That's a dragon spine. Oh, I just realized that. That is a skeleton. Whoa. The abyss shall never again be allowed to even gaze upon this realm. I mean, it's kind of the same thing Shabalanke did, or Mabuika and them did, but they're doing it on a more dangerous and broader scale. I mean, no pun intended, but excuse me, I get it though. They will die by Huzulupochi's hands, or they can forsake their bodies and become pure phlogiston-based life forms. That's messed up though. That should be neither ley lines nor sub-native bodies. We shall own everything, yet never again own anything. We shall be beholden to neither be birth nor death, perhaps even meanest. Yeah, I couldn't do that. That would be boring. At the time, those dragons who have discarded their bodies and become phlogiston life forms shall become the rulers of the new world. So dragons, I literally said this before, but dragons are rising and are trying to reclaim their world. They were overthrown, so this is kind of a justified crash out. I mean, at the time I believe that this should come to pass, all life will simply become flickering, illusionary shadows cast by a titanic torch, having lost our bodies. You're kidding me, bro? Wait. Banya, bro? Oh, so this is the... What do you think? Quite fascinating. No such things such as this are easily possible through proper phlogiston manipulation via iridescent inscriptions. I kind of want to puke. What an interesting response. Alright, now let's head to Tonatua to search for that now non-existent Jade of Return, shall we? So Banya never existed. I mean, she probably did, but and these are, as I'm sure you've guessed, these are my kin. They have abandoned into the rim without even knowing. Maintenance. Oh, okay. Talk about the dragon. I thought you were talking about these things down here. Let me make sure. What? I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see something. This whole thing is like a dragon graveyard, but I only see one. Like, okay, I've got this dragon spawn right here. But there's Gilsloth's sword over there, though. Or what he uses, or what it looks like. It's just one, though. Well, his one does turn into two. So, is that Gilsloth? So there's a horn. So that must be the head of the dragon. And it's curling around. And then, like, it's broken. This is wild, bro. And it's somewhat similar to what Mavuika did in her little thing. There's similarities here. Whoa. Okay. Now that is fine. That's a fine name. Before the false sky enveloped the world, the city that lay beneath it could have rivaled Talon itself. In those days, while in search of light, pitch in the dark, and pitch dark outer realms, we set up a stairway. It might be more correct to call it a cable to research beyond our skies. And before Ochkan spun it around, we have been preparing to leave it beyond our orbit and use it to tighten the sky cable and anchor the ladder's trajectory. So what the freak is outside the sky? What? So is he saying that there is nothing, like it's just darkness outside behind the fake sky? It's just pure abyss, and they what? Later, it was modified to become Tonatua. It was originally intended to have hung higher. 3 moons, 3 moons, 3 moons. Hello. It was originally intended to have hung higher in the sky, and then my beloved son Ochkan hid a golden entreaty there. And once I thought that through him, I could discover how the one seated upon heaven's throne converted the ley lines into a girdle that defends the planet. I believe that once I understood the secrets of its operation, then I could use this method to merge the human and dragon races, allowing dragonkind to use their subtler means to resist our great foe, the Abyss. So the Abyss is just flat out everybody's enemy. And perhaps even allow the Dragonborn the right to once more glimpse the truth beyond the skies. Indeed, compared to the dragons whose souls are more powerful and more in uniform, the individual variation among human souls is far too great, and most of them are too fragile anyway. Oshkan, his spirit was like broken glass. He flew all too close to the sun that he could become one with it, and because he got indeed, and close he got indeed, only to lose his shape as a result. He was so alike to my old self, and just as disappointing. Just like humanity itself, perhaps I came into contact with them because I too once shared their fragilities and harbored fantasies of overcoming the strong even in my weakness. Don't never trash the abominable human spirit. Then such as a fantasy came true once then Xbalanque seized upon Subico's weak point and slew him. Okay, so I see now this is like Gilsloth lore too, so it's safe to say that the dragon in the Gilsloth boss fight is Zukoto's, what he looked like in when he was alive. Zukoto was a master of the first flame, wielder of all light, heat, and wisdom. He controlled the primal flame. Yep, that confirms it. Not Gilsloth. The dragon that looks like from the boss fight, and could even plunge his entire body into it. By all rights, at that time, there was no way he could have been harmed. So, bro was Escanor. Bro had the one. Even he had not modified one of his pupils to serve as a control hub for I'm not going to say that name, that is. Because he had to monitor and anchor reality using this eye. Wait, the monitor and anchored reality? Huh? That is actually... So... when Xbalanque died, who became the Power Archon after that? That is... how... No, wait. No. The question is, who came up with the plan to defeat the Abyss? Now, if they're about to tell me that the both of them came to the agreement to travel 500 years into the future to beat the Abyss together, might be... that'd be crazy. But I highly doubt that. Surely not. Yes, Xbalanque was undoubtedly slain at that time, but he was reborn then, and thus became the so-called God of Fire. Oh, okay, he used that's how Mavuika, the Sacred Flame. Okay. Perhaps he paid the price for his death delayed, or perhaps this was a part of the deal he had made with a certain entity all along. Okay, never mind. They're reiterating. So the deal, Renova probably let him live, because she is also the one who can grant immortality. So yeah, that makes sense. So that was part of the deal. Gotcha. So he did die. He just kind of like he didn't cheat death, but he made a deal with death, literally. Whatever the case, he knew that Huitzilopochtli was, and naturally my alliance with him through Oshkan was meant to prevent its activation. Into the golden entreaties, the control hub that could be used to reactivate this place, split in between the two. Holy hell. Split into two between us for safekeeping. Holy crap. I see 3 moons though. You're not gonna slide this past me. Oh yo, y'all think y'all are smart. So could this be what Teyvat really is? This like a model for Teyvat? So let's say this. I'll come back and look at it. If I can read into this place, I'm gonna try. Okay, never mind. I can do it here. So maybe this is like a model of Teyvat. Okay, let's say Teyvat is this bottom ring, and then where we are, and then you have like maybe the second sky or whatever, and then you have the third realm, because maybe that's why there's three moons, is because the truth is that Teyvat is not one world but three, and each realm has its own moon, so that could explain why. But two moons fell. We know two moons died, and one is hiding. So I think this is what this is representing, and I think that's the truth of this world. If this is not true, or if this is true, this would be the craziest foreshadowing in all of Genshin history, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now, or in the time of Genshin Impact. Where am I going now? Okay, yeah. Can't talk to these. Dude, I can't. That would be crazy. I mean, there was a theory that Teyvat was under, like, flipped it upside down, but this would be even crazier. Worlds stacked on top of each other. I'll be sure to document this. Alright, so what is this? This tower allows Lilliputian to cover all Natlan and anchor in its areas of coverage. Okay. Most of them were destroyed at Ochkon's orders, but their fragments served the same purpose anyway. Never imagined that the carrier medium was something far smaller and more delicate, to the point that even a single stone can contain iridescent inscription. That's what you got. Come on. Alright. Whatever you're finna do. Oh, damn. Okay. And there that goes. Oh, Lord. Okay, back to the lore. Okay, had they found out my plans, and had they found out my plans now would have been rendered impossible. On Tonatua, a place where I stored the golden entreaty alongside this place. I had once believed that humanity could create a civilization still more glorious after Xbalanque's apotheosis. I called that, well, I didn't call it, but I kind of used apotheosis in my other theory video. I might have to go back and rewatch, because I remember I used it, but holy hell. I even thought that they might have avoided the dead end we walked into. So I decided to give them more time. But too many years have gone by. So you're just saying, pulling the plug on humanity, huh? None amongst the tribes have even dared not send Ochkon to establish a united empire. Not until today, they lean on the authority of their so-called Archon like a crutch. They are unable to forge weapons for themselves to wield, yet such their world might be defended from the all-corrupting dark. Their way of fighting against the Great Shadow still lies in their stale stories of heroic valor passed from generation to generation. Sir, where have you been, bro? I don't think he knows about the recent victory. So consumed they are with the past, and they dare not risk it all. Each time our foe strikes from the shadows, the slowly accumulated fruits of civilization are destroyed all in an instant, and afterwards there is only the eternal cycle, or worse, inexorable devolution. The time I granted as grace has lost all meaning as a result. Perhaps if I give them a few thousand years more, perhaps several tens of thousands, they will create that glorious shining impost, but my faith has run out. In waiting Waiting has become a luxury, whether it to be for me or this once sealed sacred city. Come, this story is almost at its end. Let me witness your choice. Yes, chosen of dragons, I will hear your answer. Bro, bro was tripping. But who, bro? If imagine had Celestia called, I think this could be maybe the reason why Celestia, or the first, not the primordial one, or the first who came. I can't remember. One of them defeated the the dragon sovereigns or the rulers of the Teyvat before, when dragons ruled. I forgot who waged war against them. So this is the device. Behold, how does it push it? Blah, and its activation array. Bring it to life this way, our shadowy enemy may never again gain a foothold upon this place, and afterward via the gradual expansion of the primal flame's power. Just like when a complete bubble is blown within the leaking husk of an old one. Perhaps the entire world shall become free from abyssal poison, but the authority over the primal flame. When that land's fully phlogistonized, every concept of life will be rewritten. That authority will return naturally, and then will return naturally. Dad, you're playing a bro. Whoever this dragon was huge. Only draconic phlogiston life forms may wield this authority, such as you can. As such. You can become the shaper of this new world. You can also become the power dragon sovereign renewed. No, I suspect that maybe such rulership will be something entirely new, surpassing our traditional concepts. And you shall reclaim all light, all heat, all wisdom, bringing all order and great glory back to this realm, even to this world. Even if doing so means the end of evolution? Who knows? Perhaps it will instead prove the beginning of a new evolutionary cycle, stomping on the path. Onward can be another form of bravery, especially when the alternative is infinite regression. Now then, choose. Now then, activate. Wait, no, the Traveler. Oh my, here I thought you would have been able to remember them. Never mind how your mind has at least thousands of years worth of memories within it. I also intend for you to make your decision while having forgotten them. Traveler was never meant to have existed here, though of course it was precisely due to his aid that you were able to reach this place. He is, however, rather special. It may be that the phlogistonization will not affect them. It may be. No one knows what will happen once it's activated. Perhaps there shall be no difference between you and me. Perhaps we shall both be destroyed. Perhaps he and that little emissary by his side will live. Perhaps they will not. So you're making this all on a what if. Get out of here, bro. Enough of that. Time is short. We do not have much excess energy left to also maintain those of our kinds who have already become phlogiston life forms. If we do not obtain the authority over the primal flame in time, all shall soon perish. And once that moment comes, choice itself will be lost to us. Quickly, choose, O chosen of the dragons. This is an omen of a new life, and also the final entreaty. Yo, Natlan is wild. Entering trigger sequence. 3 rounds of confirmations will require to either activate or deactivate the sweeping Sunquake Skyfire. First confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate? Cancel activation. Results confirmed. What are you talking about? So this is your decision, I presume? Why did you do it? I still believe in humanity, and I will not put Traveler and Paimon at risk. And yet you may not hold the same pride of place in their heart. Are they not adventurers who roam the world? Perhaps was out of charity or the desire to gain treasure or some other reward that they brought you here. Perhaps in their hearts they even harbor grievances against the nuisance you make of yourself, roaring this way, and that as you do. What they think of me matters little. They, however, are important to me, and that's what really counts. You have no idea what father you have chosen, or you shall not, or what you shall now lose. There is still time, you know. I will not activate it. Yeah, double down, stand on business. Even if the wisdom and power you enjoy will fade without Primal Flame's aid. It was the fire that I allotted to you that granted you that intellect. Yet, deprived of our primal source, we shall merely share the feasible flame of flames between the two meager matches. Soon, everything here shall cease to exist, and you will lose both your strength and powers of speech. However, will you tell your Traveler and Paimon of this world that you almost gained, yet in the end lost? They don't have to know about something as silly as this. Damn. Damn. Bruh. Fool. You do not even know where they, nor, wait. You do not know they are, nor they're any way back from this place. If there isn't any way back to them, okay, man, then I'll make one. I'm pretty sure that's why the holes were in the sky. Step out of the past you have created. To my friends! Come back, you know what, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Come back, you know not what you permitted. Oh. I'm trying to see if there's anything I need to look at. Anything cool I can see. Just looks like abyss. You burn through the power vested in your body. Come back, your folly is beyond belief. You are not as important to them as you think. Bro, just think humanity bad. This is crazy. And that's just repeating itself. Oh. What must be in his mind? Finally free! Look, we're about to be trapped. Huh? What happened? Did you save us? If you're going this big, does it mean you've recovered? Could it be that? Be on guard, the battle is not over yet. Oh right, there's still the big bad guy. Now maybe I'll be able to turn up and use my party. Okay, you have developed an unspoken synergy with the Teleposaurus and the companion during the journey together. Your foe launches powerful attacks. You will be able to spot their weakness and fight back alongside your companion.
Yeah.
Beat his ass!
Terminate!
Not again! Holy crap, thank you! Beat his ass! Damn, the damage kind of crazy.
Propagate!
Okay, I don't know why it's not registering.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Kinda sucks when we don't, Come to me! Thank you! Holy crap. So, that was so anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie. In my opinion, I guess it's finally over. Oh, chosen of dragons, you have completed every child set before you. It's golden now. The claymore of blessings has been dispelled. I guess it's finally over. The curse has been lifted. Why should she repeat herself? Paimon was gonna say, for you have to grown up this big and yet still be safe for Quasar. Could it be that fighting was just what was needed to remove the bloodline's curse? Still, the Sage of the Stolen Flame weirdo didn't show up, not even once. Maybe he already did. Wait, what's wrong? Were you hurt during the battle? Oh, children of dragons, I choose you after so much deliberation, and you have my thanks for all that you have done. I have always believed in you. It is hard for me to say this, traveler. Never forget that I love you. Aww. No! You wait! You better not, they better not have. Let's get Rayquaza out first. This is as far as the maintenance functions go. I thought your technical skills could have taken us a bit further. Still, I finally understand how you felt, Zukoto, my great brother. I know now what it means to come to the end of one's days, to yearn to see this one thing done, or to receive that single clear answer, and be willing to do anything to accomplish these goals. I imagine you scolded me. Why are the things I say and do always worlds apart? If I truly wished for the dragons to activate that system, I should have not raised them with the sacred city, teaching them to hate this world. Why did I send them to be by humans, us human side? Perhaps deep down, I still wished to believe. But it looks, but look, isn't it wonderful? It made the same choice I made back then, and Oshkan too, for that matter. My king, my elder, brother, warlord who gave me life. The day you yourself were born, you once said in my final moments, I would understand your desire. But it seems that on this point, I alone cannot concede. Okay. Alright, it is. Wow. One the lore I was wanting, but still I mean, it wasn't really as juicy as I was thinking there would be. But there were some things that were said. Well, that was weird. All that shaking, all that volcano was did was just blow up a little smoke. And we ran ourselves out silly just for that. How did you guys get out if you fell through the sky? Not that you had to run. We grabbed you and booked it. Still, you gave us quite the frightening fainting the way you did after a battle. Are you still feeling unwell? It sure sounds like the worst is over. Anyway, so the Flame Ward's blessing is now gone, but Rayquaza still has a mark on his head. The mark on the rifle itself has dimmed and cooled, no longer concealing that faint warmth. It seemed whatever power it once had is now gone. Palmer can't help but feel like you were a bit smarter while you were bigger just now. Now you're back to looking a bit silly. True, but he's our silly little guy. I like him just the way he is. Well, yeah, but still. Anyway, who'd have thought that we removed the Flame Ward's blessing, huh? We might just be on our way to writing ourselves a new legend. All this adventuring has made Palmer hungry. Though, should we go and get some blazed meat stewed or maybe a little cake? You want to eat both? You greedy little saurian. But today's the day to celebrate, so sure, let's go right now. Okay, so there's a camp over there. Alright, okay, so oh, do I have to, cause wait, no, map. It's an underground region, right? Yeah. So yeah, I can go back here anytime I want. Good. I'm so glad to get this. So there's a teleport waypoint here, and there's one here, but I'm pretty sure that's on this level. So the Crimson Moon is here, or where it fell. I'm just gonna have to go through and like try to find some stuff, because there's no way that they just added this and like there'd be no lore here, you know? That'd be like mad insane. So let me that TP is over here, so we'll go over there real quick.
the sun!
There's a chest over there. I didn't even realize. I didn't know. But oh well. A little teleport waypoint over here. But where would it be? Where would you be? There's a dragon thing over here. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then there's a ancient sacred source servant. A secret source servant. Let me do this. So I can't move that. Let's try it. Okay. So I'm really mad that I didn't get no answers as to why there are fissures in this. I mean, this is a activate. Let's see what that says. Mischievous monotone. Monsoon's here, the collector near the collector plenty seems to enjoy playing pranks and waving a flag. Okay, so it's just a matador. Yeah, I did that. And that. Like, they didn't even address what the fissures in the sky meant. Where's the other one? There was supposed to be two, right? Is it behind me? Am I tripping? There were two. No, there's just the one. Oh, okay, there it is. It's over there. It is behind me. So, yeah. I'm probably going to look more into that and explore this place more. But this is definitely... What is that? What are you? What is that you have?
Yoo-hoo! How dare you! Burn it down! Stop that! Light it up!
Could be cryo. Second. I'm going to get all of that back.
Take them. I have no need.
Very interesting. Okay. Don't know what that means, but okay. I guess I'm gonna call it here, and thanks for watching, because now my thing is tripping, as I can see. So I appreciate you for watching, and if I might make a video on this, I probably will, because it's great content. So I'll see y'all next time. Deuces.